Hey everybody, welcome. What we're going to do today is try to get the rest of this roof on. Weatherman says that we've got about 3 inches of snow coming in the middle of the night tonight. So I've got the roof harness. I'm going to try to get out there. So stick around because that should be pretty amusing to watch. I don't like heights as I've mentioned. So we're going to do that. It's not going to help the fact that I have a giant gaping hole on this side of the cabin because I don't have this wall wood, but we're going to do the best we can with what we've got. Giving that generator a break for a minute. I've got another 4 rows and I'll be to the peak. So I think what I can do is if I stop staggering them at the top, I can do 4 rows and I can nail them at each end for the most part until I get to a certain point. But I could do that almost all the way across, and then for the middle nails of, say for an example, an 8-foot board, for the middle nails, when I go out there, I can do them. And then that way there's wood there. I don't have any gaps that I have to kind of hang over when I'm up there. And I think that that would be the safest way. I don't know if I explained that well, but I'll probably show you here in a few minutes. But we're getting close. We're getting real close for me to have to go break out the harness. I'm not looking forward to it. I harness myself in when I'm deer hunting all the time, no problem. This incline, this 10-12 pitch incline, and listen, I might get out there and put my feet on it when I have the harness on, and I'll be like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. But I have a feeling it's gonna be awful. Well, we're up here above the dormer. Been a while since I've been on a roof. But it's okay. So I noticed once I got up here, I screwed a couple things up, but it wouldn't be my channel if I didn't. So, you know, it's not like this is perfect. So right here, this first section, and this is probably why you stagger them, right? Remember, I did these, I was feeling that rush. Winter was coming, the whole deal, and I knew it would be faster if I did it this way. So no big deal. That piece, you know, butts out more. So what I've got to do is, I got a bunch of stuff up here. I'm going to figure it out. You want to see my kingdom? There's the pond, which is basically a swamp at this point. And if you look way off in the distance, right out there, there's a lake. You might be able to see it. Let me see if I do this. Probably not. So like right there at the tip of my finger, that's the lake. First time on the roof out here. I'm just sitting here getting comfortable at first, and once I'm comfortable, I'll get to work. That's how this is gonna go down. But I got everything. So looking at this, I think what I'll do is, you see that nail where it's basically about 1.5 inches or something. I'm gonna measure that. I'm gonna put a new nail in. I've got my circular saw up here, and I'm just going to cut it and then lay these that I've got here. Man, it's crazy up here. I cannot believe that a year ago I was putting posts on the concrete, and now I'm up here on a roof. And it's gonna snow tomorrow, a couple 2 or 3 inches, and the roof seems, you know, I was sitting there going, you know, not that I'm not obese, but I'm like, man, this is 1-inch boards and they're 4 feet on center. When I get up here, you know, but it's good. And with it being rough sawn, I've got a little bit more traction. And you notice I wore the Red Wings today. No cowboy boots up here. Sometimes even cowboys have to take off the boots. So, and these Red Wings, I've had these Red Wings for, gosh, 6 years, and they're still legit. I've owned a lot of boots. I'm kind of a boot guy. I've owned a lot of boots in my life. Danners, all kinds of different brands. And these Red Wings are the best boots I've ever owned. There's nothing even close. So I was having a lot of lower back pain, and it was just killing me. My back was always in pain. And I went to go get my hair cut, and right next to my haircut place is a Red Wing shoe store. And the haircut place was busy, so I just went into the Red Wings, and I was just kind of walking around. And again, I'm 52, so when I was a kid and you went to go buy shoes, it was like this experience, right? Like the guy measured your foot and all of that sort of thing. Well, times have changed, and that doesn't happen anymore, at least not for me, because I don't buy quality shoes, I guess. And so guy walks up, says, "Hey man, you know, can I help you?" And he was younger than me. He was probably 30 or something. And I said, "Nah, I'm just looking around, you know, maybe buy some boots or something." And he says, and I said, "You know, I've got some, you know, some lower back pain." And he says, "Well, it's because your shoes suck." I mean, it's literally what he said. He says, "Because your shoes suck." I was wearing like Skechers that day. And I'm like, "No." He said, "No." He said, "That's exactly why." He said, and these boots were like $300. And at the time I was like, he said, "I'll make you a deal." He said, "You buy the boots, and if your back pain doesn't stop in 2 weeks," and this is a gamble, because as far as this guy knew, I could have freaking back cancer. He didn't know. He said, "Buy the boots, and if it doesn't cure your back pain in 2 weeks, bring back." He said, "Wear them every day for 2 weeks." And that's exactly what I did. And sure enough, back pain gone. So, and I love them. And I don't wear them all the time anymore, but when I'm doing stuff like this, it's the first thing I reach for. If my roof comes down because I stood on it, I should probably start over, right? Wow, I did this. If you like watching a guy learn how to build a building while he's doing it, subscribe to the channel. Now I can say, come on in the cabin. So, man, we did a lot. We're roofed up. Not completely, you know, we still got the other side. I'm not gonna show it. We're not even gonna talk about that. We got that done. And that's awesome. And you can tell it's a little darker in here. And there's an echo in here now too. Man, that roof was a little sketchy. But I managed. I don't know how that 10-12 is gonna work. It's obviously, I'm gonna be harnessed in. It's still gonna be hard on the ankles and the knees, but we'll get it done. We'll get it done. I feel really good about today. It looks good. Had a couple of issues, but we dealt with them, and I'm happy with the results. I've got a little bit of a gap up there for the air. They told me to leave a little bit of a gap up there for kind of air transfer out the metal roof. Oh, so, okay. I'll see you guys later. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'm gonna take my bride to dinner. See ya.